What is up, guys? It is Peak Reacts, and I am back with another bowl preview video. Today, I'm doing the LendingTree Bowl between Western Kentucky and Georgia State. This game will be taking place Saturday, December 26th at 3:30 Eastern Time. And all I'm going to say before you watch this video, I would trust me with bowl knowledge and predictions, because if you didn't know, I'm 3-0 in Bowl Mania at the time of this recording. Just had to let you guys know that I am 3-0. But looking at this game, we got Western Kentucky and Georgia State. Western Kentucky is 5-6, finished third in the Conference USA, went 4-3 in conference. Their losses are to BYU, Florida Atlantic, UAB, Marshall, and Liberty. Don't really have any elite wins on the year. Their best win maybe against Florida International, or excuse me, it's not Florida International because they went 0-5. Probably Southern Miss. Didn't have any big wins on the year, but they are still a good team. Went 5-6 on the year. Georgia State went 5-4, finished third in the Sun Belt, went 4-4 in conference. Their losses are to Coastal Carolina, App State, Arkansas State, and Louisiana. Now, they've got some good wins on their schedule. They beat Troy, and they beat Georgia Southern, two very solid teams out of the Sun Belt. Looking at Georgia State first, they're led by redshirt freshman quarterback Cornelius Brown. He's second in the Sun Belt in passing. Passes for about 227 yards per game, and on the season about 2,046. And he's passed for 14 touchdowns and rushed for 7. So he leads an offense that averages about 33 points a game. So a pretty high-octane offense for that Georgia State team. He'll be going against, in my opinion, the best player on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, and defensive end D'Angelo Malone. He's the defending Conference USA Defensive Player of the Year. He had 6 sacks on the year, 11 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and 8 quarterback hurries. He is the leader of a defense that gives up only about 24 points a game. So one of those is going to have to give. Are we going to see the high-scoring offense from Georgia State or the pretty solid defense from Western Kentucky? On the other hand, Western Kentucky is not a good offense. They only average 18 points a game. That offense is led by quarterback Tyrell Pigrome, who threw 9 touchdowns. Didn't throw a pick this year, and threw for about 1,400 yards. And they're going to get up against a defense that gives up about 32 points a game. So, again, you got a good offense against a pretty good defense. Georgia State's offense is good. And then you got a bad offense against a bad defense. Bad defense, Georgia State. Bad offense, Western Kentucky. The reason for the bad scoring for Western Kentucky, they're overhauling their offensive staff. That's probably why they're only averaging 18 points a game. But the defense is the reason that this game could be pretty solid. Some notable history between these two teams. Georgia State did play Western Kentucky in the 2017 Cure Bowl and took the win 27-17. So Georgia State has won the only game between these two. Both of these teams are coming in pretty hot. Georgia State won 3 of its last 4. And those wins include South Alabama and that win against Georgia Southern. Western Kentucky closed the season with 3 straight wins over Southern Miss, FIU, and Charlotte. And they're only one of 10 FBS teams to play the full 11-game slate this year. They probably are going to have a pretty good time stopping quarterback Cornelius Brown. They only give up 170 yards a game, and that's 8th nationally. So their defense is their calling card, and that's going to be the way they win this game. Bowl history between these two teams, or for these two teams. This is Western Kentucky's 7th straight bowl appearance, or 7th bowl appearance since 2012, and 8th overall. And then Georgia State is looking for its 2nd bowl victory against the same Western Kentucky team. It'll be their 2nd bowl victory of all time. So these two teams have their history, played in a bowl game before. Georgia State came out on top, and I expect the same this year. I think that D'Angelo Malone and that defense is going to keep this game close throughout the whole game, but I think that Cornelius Brown is going to lead the offense, so they're going to be able to score more points than the Western Kentucky offense. The Western Kentucky offense only averages 18 points a game. Don't expect them to get above the 24, 27 range, and I think Georgia State can get themselves 30 points in this game. So I think Georgia State wins this game. It's going to be close throughout the whole game, but Georgia State will pull away at the end of the game. That's going to do it for the video. Again, I would trust my predictions. I am 3-0. But this game between Georgia State and Western Kentucky, I've got Georgia State winning the game. That'll be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment who you think is going to win, and that'll be it. Peace.